So it's Saturday here on Not So Awesome Review, and that means it's Ultimate Saturday, and it's a review for Ultimate Spider-Man Volume 2. This is the hardcover edition, just like I said, all the ones I will be doing will be, and you can see, just like the other one, it has the nice thing there, the side, Ultimate Spider-Man Volume 2, and the interior art, which is mirrored on the other end of the book. So you can see. This collects issues 14 through 27 of Ultimate Spider-Man, and I like it. It's good. That's my easy review. My more detailed review is this revolves around Doc Ock, Kraven the Hunter a little bit, and Green Goblin, which it's really more on Doc Ock than anybody. But it starts off with everybody in school and the teacher wanting them to do a superhero type of report, and then they get into like kind of this argument about mutants and stuff. And while that's happening, we can see what happened to Doc Ock after the explosion at Oscorp, where the metal arms are fused to him and he is now basically blind. Oh yeah, we do get an introduction to Gwen Stacy, so that's also pretty cool. She is definitely different than from the Amazing Spider-Man series, more of a troublemaker, we'll get into that in a second, but here, there's a picture of his eyes around here. There we go. You can see he actually needs his glasses in this series, unlike in Amazing Spider-Man where he just wears glasses, or goggles, or whatever they were. Here he's kind of like blindish, and this is the kind of interesting part because this doesn't come back until way later in the series. But Kong basically is sitting here thinking about the superhero report and everything, and kind of starts thinking to himself and realizes Peter Parker is Spider-Man. And when he goes to school, no one believes him. Meanwhile, Doc Ock is going crazy, killing people, and it basically just escalates from there. Police get involved. One thing that I was talking about Gwen Stacy being crazy is Kong hits Peter here, like, being a bully or whatever. She loses her shit and pulls a knife on him. That's great. But anyways, let's get back to the matter at hand here. Let's see. People trash talking Peter Parker at the Bugle. I don't remember if this is when he gets his job or if he got his job in the last issue, to be honest. I don't know. But let's skip ahead a good number. I believe, yeah, by now he has his job at the Bugle, so that might have happened before. But here we have like agents helping, I believe it's Tombstone, but I could be completely off on that, if that's even the right name. I read this like a few months ago, so forgive me if I'm doing something wrong here. But here you can see Kraven the Hunter has come, and basically his thing is he has a reality TV show where he hunts animals and stuff, and so he wants to come to New York to hunt Spider-Man, which would be great if he wasn't stupid about it. Basically, he here is not a powerful character or anything, at least at the point of the story here. If we skip ahead just a little bit, obviously fights between Spider-Man and Doc Ock, and the more important part here being closer to the end of the book, if I can find it. There it is. So Doc Ock basically knows where they're doing all these illegal, you could say superhero wannabe serum things, like the Captain America serum, which it kind of like is a big plot point here, because that's how Peter got his powers, and that's how Doc Ock and a lot of the other villains here, they were all different companies trying to make or remake the serum that made Captain America, and failing, and so he goes to a building owned by a competitor, which I believe he was part of. He was actually spying on Oscorp, if I remember correctly. I could be wrong again. Anyways, he goes there to expose them, cause a giant press conference. Spider-Man heads over, and more chaos ensues. and while he has his, conference and everything, Craven gets aware of it, and he heads over and just kind of makes a mess of things a little bit. See, fighting. Let's see. Yes, he does pull down Doc Ock's pants, so that's the kind of Spider-Man that Ultimate Peter Parker is. And here we have Craven kind of like showing up after Peter's like beating him and being like, "Oh, I want to challenge you," blah blah blah, fighting. And Peter's kind of just like, "What the heck are you doing? You're just," he knocks him out in one hit. That's not really that big of a spoiler, but yeah, he saves people die. I don't want to spoil too much. Like I said, I was actually, somebody suggested, I should do a spoilers at the end and just go through everything that's happening, and I will do that in my Monday reviews. The only reason I won't do it for Ultimate Spider-Man, or Ultimate Saturdays I should say, is because I'm planning on doing that on a whole video anyways at the end once we go through the entire thing. Anyways, this is more like a summarization of what I'm going here anyways. Harry returns. Peter's kind of like, the heck is going on here, because he knows the truth, everybody else doesn't know the truth, and they try inviting him over to, well actually at this point they already did, but they basically invite him over to the house and stuff, and he goes. Osborn is definitely crazy, goes all green on him, but the major climax here, let's see, is, and yes, there's Nick Fury making his appearances, talking about how he owns Spider-Man and blah blah blah. Where is it? I just want to get to one major point here, is the thing that happens in basically almost every iteration of Spider-Man. The whole bridge scene where Green Goblin throws someone he cares about over the bridge. It happens in Amazing Spider-Man with Gwen Stacy. That's, death of Gwen Stacy. It happened in the animated series with Mary Jane. It happened in the movie with Mary Jane and a school bus that time. And here it happens again with Mary Jane and battles, fighting things, and craziness. Anyways, like I said, I'm not going to go over in full spoilers here. That's why I'm like skipping the last page right there, because that would be a spoiler. But as you can see, here's the art that is available in the back of the book. If you're one of the people who like art, obviously you like art to some degree if you're reading a comic book, but you know what I mean. Anyways, that's my best summarization of this. I mean, I probably could go in more details and stuff. So best way I can describe it is definitely a good book. It introduces Doc Ock, which is major villain. Green Goblin returns again, which he's always a problem in this series. Like a big problem. I mean, not saying he isn't in the Amazing Spider-Man series, or even Superior Spider-Man, which I guess it's not the Goblin King, but it's good. I liked it. The greatness of this series continues, and this would be basically volumes 3 and 4 of the trade paperback if you're interested, or it is part of the omnibus if you just want to get that. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this review with / overview, I don't know what you would call it, because like summarization more or less without many spoilers. I mean, guess there was more spoilers in this than my last one. Anyways, I hope you like it. It is good, and I will be back next week with Volume 3. So until then, have fun reading random things, I don't know. Yeah, bye.